What if the same sunlight that warms your skin each morning could also grow your wealth? It sounds poetic, maybe even impossible, but everything in the universe responds to energy, and the sun is the most powerful source of energy we know. Every ray that touches you carries information, intention, and rhythm. It's the original frequency of abundance, steady, radiant, unstoppable. And when you learn to tune into that frequency, your life and your finances begin to follow the same law that governs light itself: expansion. Think about it. The sun doesn't rush. It doesn't compete. It simply shines, and everything around it rearranges to receive. Plants grow. Oceans sparkle. Life begins. That's the same principle behind wealth. You don't chase money, you radiate alignment. You don't beg for abundance. You become the signal that attracts it. The brighter your energy, the more the universe mirrors that brightness back to you. So what if, for just a few minutes a day, you could sync your inner energy with the most powerful rhythm in creation? Imagine standing by the window at sunrise, closing your eyes and feeling the golden warmth spread through your chest. With every inhale, you draw in light. With every exhale, you release fear, stress, and limitation. And as you breathe, you start to notice something. That same golden light expanding from within, wrapping around you like a force field of peace and power. It's not imagination, it's alignment. It's your body remembering how to receive. Because here's the truth. The sun never questions whether it's enough. It never worries if it's shining too bright. It just exists, fully, unapologetically radiant. And when you embody that same energy, your wealth begins to do what the sun does naturally: rise. Gradually, consistently, inevitably. You see, money and light follow the same universal law. What you focus on expands. The more you radiate gratitude, consistency, and openness, the more you magnetize prosperity. The universe responds to your frequency, not your frustration. So the next time you feel doubt about your future, don't shrink, shine. Don't hide from your financial goals, illuminate them. The same sunlight that gives life to trees, oceans, and galaxies is the same force that lives inside you. You are made of that light. You are made of that abundance. And the moment you remember it, everything begins to shift. Your mood, your focus, your decisions, your results. This isn't fantasy. It's energy in motion. And when your energy matches the sun's, calm, steady, generous, your money starts to follow the same rhythm. Because prosperity isn't something you chase. It's something you radiate. So today, as the sun rises, let it rise inside you too. Because the moment you start to shine, your wealth begins to glow with you. Now take a breath. Feel that warmth spreading through you. If this message already spoke to something inside you, it means your light is ready to expand. So before you even continue, make this moment your first act of alignment. Hit like right now. That's your signal to the universe saying, I'm ready to rise. Tap subscribe. Join this circle of like-minded creators who are building abundance through energy and awareness. And activate the notification bell, because every video here is a new ritual, a new frequency, a new step toward the version of you that shines without fear. Then, take one last deep breath. Inhale gratitude. Exhale hesitation. And whisper quietly, I am light. I am wealth. I am rising. From this moment on, every time you see the sun, you'll remember this truth. Your energy builds your reality. Your consistency builds your fortune. And today, the two have finally met. Now stay with me, because what you're about to experience next will show you how to turn that golden light inside you into real, growing wealth. Let's begin. What if the same sun that warms the earth could also grow your wealth? It sounds poetic, maybe even impossible, but it's not. It's the reflection of a truth that ancient civilizations already understood. The same energy that sustains life also sustains prosperity. Because sunlight isn't just light, it's information, rhythm, and abundance made visible. Every morning, the sun rises without hesitation. It doesn't question its worth, it doesn't compete, it doesn't hurry. It simply fulfills its nature, to radiate. That is the same principle that governs true wealth, consistent energy, directed with intention. The sun doesn't create abundance through force. It creates through repetition. And that's exactly how financial growth works. Imagine this. You're standing in front of an open window, the soft morning light spilling across your skin. You take a slow breath and close your eyes. The warmth of the sun feels alive, as if it's speaking directly to your cells. You visualize that golden light entering your chest, expanding, spiraling through your entire body. It travels through your veins like liquid power, steady, calm, radiant. That's not imagination, it's communication. You're syncing your nervous system with the frequency of expansion, the vibration of unstoppable growth. The sun doesn't burn out because it paces itself. It gives without depletion. It shines without fear. And when you align your energy with that same law of rhythm, your wealth begins to mirror it, flowing, compounding, expanding in perfect harmony. Wealth isn't born from luck or intensity. It's born from rhythm. Just as sunlight fuels the forests and tides, focus fuels your financial future. Every decision, every contribution, every act of clarity becomes a photon of prosperity. Now imagine pairing that same energetic ritual with one of the simplest, most powerful financial systems in existence: index fund investing. Index funds are the monetary mirror of sunlight, quiet, predictable, and unstoppable over time. They grow not through chaos, but through the law of compounding, nature's most divine formula for expansion. Every dollar you invest becomes a seed. Every month of consistency becomes sunlight, nurturing that seed. You don't need to time the market, chase trends, or predict storms. You just need to rise like the sun. So what if each morning you visualized golden light flooding your energy field, and then mirrored that ritual with a small automatic investment? Because energy grows through focus, and money grows through consistency. The sun never misses a morning, and your wealth never has to miss a month. Today, you'll learn how to align your inner light with your outer growth through the golden sun visualization and the index fund hack. Together, they'll help you build the kind of abundance that glows quietly but endlessly. Because abundance isn't about force, it's about radiance. And the more light you hold within, the more the universe and your bank account respond in kind. Sunlight charges your energy. Index funds charge your wealth. And when these two forces merge, you unlock a state of radiant prosperity, where your inner light fuels outer growth, and abundance stops being a dream and becomes a rhythm. When you visualize golden light filling your body, you're not indulging in fantasy. You're engaging in reprogramming. Each image of brightness, each breath of warmth, trains your subconscious to associate expansion with safety. The light tells your nervous system, it's okay to receive. It's okay to grow. That shift from fear to safety, from tension to trust, is the foundation of all wealth. Because people don't build fortunes through panic or chaos. They build them through alignment. When your mind believes you're secure, your actions begin to match that belief. You start to plan instead of postpone. You invest instead of react. You rise instead of rush. That's where the beauty of index fund investing reflects the same universal law as sunlight. Small, steady contributions that compound over time. You don't need to predict or control the market. Just as the sun doesn't compete with the stars, your wealth doesn't need to chase trends. It only needs consistency, the quiet power that transforms minutes into years and drops into oceans. Every contribution you make is a photon of prosperity, small by itself, unstoppable together. Each dollar you invest mirrors the light you visualize. It glows, grows, and multiplies quietly in the background. When you pair your morning ritual of sunlight visualization with automatic monthly investments, something profound happens. Your energy and your finances begin to move in harmony. You feel calm when you think about money. You start to associate wealth not with anxiety, but with expansion. The process becomes sacred, a spiritual and financial alignment. The golden sun visualization elevates your frequency. It fills you with gratitude, clarity, and expansion. The index fund hack grounds that energy into form, giving your light a vessel, a structure for prosperity to accumulate. Together, they reveal a simple but sacred truth. Consistency is divine. Just as the sun rises every single day, without fail, without resistance, you show up every month for your financial future. Just as sunlight turns a single seed into a forest, your steady investments transform small steps into long-term freedom. When you do this daily, visualize, breathe, invest, the shift becomes tangible. You feel lighter, more certain, more magnetic. Opportunities start to appear. Money flows with less friction. Because when your inner world and your outer systems move in the same rhythm, abundance stops being effort and starts being natural. The sun doesn't strive to shine. It simply radiates. And so can you, glowing from the inside out, while your wealth expands in every direction. David, from Toronto, had reached a breaking point. He was doing everything the right way, working long hours, budgeting carefully, reading financial books late into the night, yet money still felt heavy. Every payday brought a short-lived relief, followed by the familiar weight of bills, uncertainty, and anxiety about the future. He wasn't broke, but he wasn't free either. His relationship with money was transactional, not energetic. Then one morning, while scrolling through videos, he stumbled upon something unexpected, a short clip about solar meditation. The idea sounded simple, almost too simple. Stand in front of the morning sun, breathe deeply, and visualize its light charging your energy field. Wealth begins in your nervous system, the video said. That line struck him. He had always tried to grow his money without ever calming his mind. The next morning, David decided to try it. He stood by his apartment window as the first rays of sunlight spilled into the room. He closed his eyes, inhaled slowly, and imagined golden light flowing into his chest. The warmth spread through him, steady, alive, gentle. For the first time in months, he didn't start his day thinking about what he lacked. He simply felt present. That 3-minute ritual became his daily anchor. Every sunrise, he repeated the same process. Breathe, visualize, and say softly, "I shine with prosperity." Something inside him started to shift. He began to feel less rushed, less reactive. The same calm he felt during meditation started to follow him throughout the day, even when he opened his banking app. After a few weeks, he realized that peace needed to meet structure, so he decided to take inspired action. He opened an investing app, chose a low-cost S&P 500 index fund, and set up an automatic monthly contribution of $200. No more overthinking. No more waiting for the perfect moment. His only rule: consistency, like the sun. He didn't check the market daily or obsess over numbers. He simply breathed, visualized, and trusted the process. Each deposit felt like planting a seed in golden soil. Months passed. His mornings grew brighter, literally and metaphorically. The stress that once clouded his thoughts began to lift. His financial confidence grew naturally, without effort. After a year, he finally checked his portfolio, up 15%. But even that wasn't the real victory. When asked what changed most, David smiled and said, "The sun taught me patience. It rises every day, and so does my wealth." That's the power of the golden sun ritual. It doesn't just build money, it builds mindset. It aligns your frequency with the universe's most consistent rhythm, expansion. Because prosperity isn't an explosion. It's a sunrise. It grows quietly. It glows gradually. And when you stay consistent, one breath, one deposit, one sunrise at a time, your energy and your wealth rise together in perfect harmony. Here's your golden rule. Invest in index funds as if you were following the rhythm of the sun. Not fast, not frantic. just steady, warm, and consistent. Index funds, like the S&P 500, are designed to mirror the collective strength of the world's top companies. They rise and fall, but over time they always grow, just like the sun that sets only to rise again. That's not luck. That's universal law. Expansion follows rhythm. Think of each monthly contribution as a beam of sunlight you're directing toward your future. You don't need to time the market. You don't need to predict what's coming next. The only thing you need to master is consistency, the same quality that keeps the sun glowing for billions of years. Start small if you must. $50, $100, $200 per month. Set it to auto-invest so it happens even when you're busy or doubtful. That's how wealth grows quietly, not from bursts of action, but from unwavering repetition. Here's the truth most people overlook. Every time you invest, you're not just moving money. You're moving energy. You're declaring trust in your future self. You're saying, I believe in expansion more than fear. Now combine this with your golden sun visualization. Before every contribution, close your eyes for 1 minute. Imagine the sunlight entering your chest, bright, pure, golden, and visualize that energy flowing through your hands, into your account, into the digital realm of your investments. See that light multiplying, touching hundreds of companies, transforming into prosperity that returns to you with gratitude. That simple visualization turns investing into a ritual, not a task. Because when emotion fuses with intention, consistency becomes effortless. And here's the scientific beauty behind it. Index funds compound. Just as one ray of sunlight nourishes millions of seeds, one monthly deposit can grow into something extraordinary over time. 10 years from now, you'll look back and realize that your quiet solar discipline built an empire of freedom. So today, set up your auto investment. Let it run like sunrise, automatic, dependable, radiant. And each morning, when you feel the sun on your face, whisper to yourself, my wealth grows like light, steady, infinite, and alive. Because financial success isn't built in sudden flashes. It's built in gentle cycles of intention and trust. The sun doesn't chase its glow, it radiates it. And when you align your investments with that same rhythm of faith and flow, your wealth begins to expand like sunlight itself, unstoppable, golden, and eternal. The sun isn't just light, it's frequency. Every ray that touches your skin carries data, photons, and information that your body translates into warmth, vitality, and energy. Scientifically, sunlight triggers serotonin and dopamine, the hormones of confidence, focus, and motivation. That chemical shift is why morning light feels like awakening. It literally programs your nervous system to move forward. Now combine that with visualization. When you close your eyes and imagine golden sunlight entering your body, you're not pretending. You're instructing your brain to release the same neurochemicals it would if the light were physically there. Your mind doesn't distinguish between imagined light and real light. It reacts to both with activation and alignment. That's why the golden sun ritual works. You're creating coherence, a scientific term for harmony between your heart, mind, and nervous system. In that coherent state, your brain waves slow down, your body relaxes, and your thoughts begin to organize themselves toward one clear intention: growth. Mystically, the sun has always represented divine creation, the eternal source that gives without depletion. Every spiritual tradition recognizes sunlight as the essence of life force or prana. It symbolizes abundance that never runs out, illumination that never fades. When you visualize sunlight expanding through you, you're attuning yourself to that same infinite rhythm. Now look at how this principle mirrors the world of finance. Index funds grow through compounding, one of nature's most powerful patterns. You invest once, and over time, each gain generates more gains. It's the same exponential expansion the sun teaches daily. From one spark, life multiplies endlessly. In essence, your body and your bank account respond to the same universal truth. What is nourished consistently expands infinitely. So when you combine the two, daily sunlight visualization and consistent index investing, you're synchronizing your vibrational field with your financial system. The energy of stability within you begins to attract the reality of stability around you. The coherence of your nervous system becomes the clarity of your investments. The calm you breathe becomes the patience that compounds wealth. And that's where spirituality stops being abstract. It becomes measurable. Because every deposit you make into your index fund is a reflection of your inner sunlight, an act of faith that your energy, your focus, and your light will continue to expand. This is the union of vibration and structure, emotion and mathematics, soul and system. When you live in that harmony, you no longer chase prosperity, you radiate it. The sun doesn't ask to shine, it simply does. And when you align your energy to that same law of natural generosity, your light and your wealth begin to rise together. Find your light. Each morning, before the noise of the day begins, find a quiet space near sunlight, a window, a balcony, or even a beam of light entering your room. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and allow yourself to slow down. This is your sacred pause. Connect to the source. Visualize the golden sun rising in front of you. See its rays reaching toward you, gentle but powerful, like waves of liquid gold. As you inhale, imagine that light entering through the top of your head. Feel it filling your chest, spreading warmth through your arms, your hands, your heart. Anchor the energy. Whisper softly, I shine with prosperity. I expand like the sun. Feel those words resonating in your body. Don't rush them. With every breath, imagine your inner world glowing brighter, not blinding, but calm and confident. Visualize the flow. Picture that same golden light flowing outward from your body, transforming into a luminous current that touches your finances, your opportunities, your investments. See it wrapping around your bank account, your savings, your future. The light doesn't control, it blesses. Ground the vision. Now, open your phone or laptop and take one small physical action. Check your index fund, review your contributions, or set up an automatic investment for the month. As you do this, imagine your action being sealed with sunlight. You're not just clicking buttons, you're coding prosperity into your system. Expand through gratitude. Once your step is complete, sit quietly for a moment. Smile gently and thank the sun, not as a distant star, but as a reflection of your own power. Whisper, the same light that fuels the world fuels my wealth. That gratitude locks the frequency in place. End with stillness. Before leaving, imagine your entire body radiating golden energy, calm, grounded, radiant. Feel it moving with you throughout the day, like an invisible current of confidence and abundance. Repeat this ritual for 7 days, then for 30, and watch how your energy and your results begin to transform. You'll notice subtle changes first. Fewer worries, more clarity, unexpected opportunities. Then, your finances begin to mirror that light. Steady growth, peaceful confidence, long-term expansion. Because this isn't just meditation, it's calibration. The sun doesn't shine once and stop. It rises daily, without question. And that's the energy you're invoking, quiet, unwavering, consistent creation. Each time you visualize, you align your inner light. Each time you invest, you align your outer world. And when both align, energy and action, you become unstoppable. Your light is your wealth. Your consistency is your power. And your future begins with one golden sunrise inside you. My sun multiplies my money. Say it slowly. Let it move through you like light. Because this isn't just a phrase, it's a vibration. It carries both the fire of action and the peace of trust. When you say, my sun multiplies my money, you're not talking about a distant star. You're awakening the inner sun, the radiant center inside your chest that holds your confidence, your creativity, your power to expand. You're reminding yourself that abundance doesn't come from outside. It begins within, glowing quietly beneath every breath, waiting to be acknowledged. Whisper it when you wake up, before you check your phone. Whisper it before you invest, before you make a financial decision, before you spend or save. Each repetition is a code, a declaration that links your energy to the universal law of growth. Every time you affirm it, imagine the words turning into beams of golden light. They leave your lips and spiral outward, connecting to your future investments, your opportunities, your bank accounts, your unseen blessings. They weave a field of harmony around your finances, a radiant ecosystem of wealth responding to your frequency. Because your money isn't separate from your energy. It's an extension of it. When your inner light expands, your outer wealth mirrors it. So say it with rhythm. My son multiplies my money. Feel the power of the words. My son. Ownership, sovereignty, radiance. Then multiplies. The promise of growth, of compounding, of divine math. And my money, grounded, physical, real. The proof of spiritual energy made tangible. You can even pair the affirmation with your breath. Inhale and imagine light entering your body. Exhale and whisper the words softly. Each breath becomes an investment. Each word becomes interest that compounds in both realms, energetic and financial. Say it until it stops feeling like repetition and starts feeling like truth. Say it until your nervous system recognizes it as fact. Because once your body believes it, your behavior follows effortlessly, saving, investing, creating, expanding. This is the science of manifestation meeting the rhythm of compounding. Your energy expands, your wealth expands, and the phrase becomes your bridge between worlds. Use it anytime you feel fear about money. Use it when doubt whispers that you're behind. Use it when you celebrate a small win. Let it be your anchor, your internal sunrise, because the sun doesn't ask permission to rise. It simply does. And so does your wealth, when you align your energy with light, consistency, and gratitude. So repeat it one more time, slowly, with your hand over your heart. My son multiplies my money. This isn't wishful thinking. It's the language of abundance, and every time you speak it, the universe listens. Now it's your turn. Close your eyes for just a moment. Take a deep breath, and feel the warmth of the sun behind your eyelids. That golden light you see, that's your power. That's the wealth already living inside you. Now, open your eyes and declare it to the universe. My son creates wealth. Type it in the comments. Write it boldly, not as a wish but as a commitment. Because the moment you declare something, the universe begins rearranging itself to match your vibration. This isn't about superstition. It's about energy, action, alignment. As you comment, imagine thousands of other lights joining yours. A global sunrise of people who are ready to glow, grow, and expand together. Every name in the comments becomes a spark in the field of abundance we're building here. One golden breath, one small action, one investment at a time. Now, if this message resonated with your energy, don't just scroll, stay connected. Like this video, that's your energetic yes. Subscribe, that's how you tell the universe, I'm committed to my growth. And turn on the bell, because every new ritual, every new practice we share here, adds more light to your path. You're not here by coincidence. You were guided, drawn to this message because your soul is ready to stop chasing and start radiating. Ready to turn light into prosperity, breath into balance, and energy into results. This is more than a video, it's an activation. A frequency transmission that reminds you, you are the source, you are the light, you are the wealth. And now, your mission is simple, protect that light. Carry it with you into your day, your choices, your finances. Every time you breathe in sunlight, you're breathing in clarity, power, and purpose. Every time you invest, even a small amount, you're anchoring that light into the physical world. Let your actions reflect your radiance. Let your habits mirror the rhythm of the sun, steady, unstoppable, expanding. So comment it now and feel the field respond. My sun creates wealth, because that single phrase is your new signature, a declaration that your light no longer hides. Together we rise. Together we glow. Together we build a future so bright, even the sun pauses to admire it. Welcome to the light frequency of abundance. And remember, you don't wait for wealth to arrive. You shine and wealth finds you.